Okay, Libra, you've got me. Okay, we've had a bit of a break after Virgo's energy reading. So let's have a look. We shall continue. I haven't really stopped. Well, I have. Libra. Okay, let's have a look at this energy. We're going to... No, we'll carry on how we was doing it. We're recording. 28 seconds in. Abundance and flow. Okay, let's have a look at what this second part of the reading wants to reveal to us. I feel like there's been a bit of an energy shift in my non-absence. Okay. So what does that mean? There's been an energy shift in my non-absence. So by me being present, it creates an energy shift. Okay, Libra. How's justice going on out there? How's it going on out there? How's all this karmic completion? How's that transpiring, Libra? Let's have a look and see what energy wants to come through. Now, last week, it might be because you have my face, because last week, when I premiered this reading, I actually turned off at your point. So I don't know what I said to you and the others who followed you, after, because I switched it off after Virgo. So I haven't actually listened back to last week's reading. So it's a bit strange. I've never really done that before. So, I mean, I can get distracted throughout my premieres, normally by my children. And that can kind of draw me away, but not to actually just think I don't want to listen to anymore. And I shut down. So that feels like this energy, a shutting down energy, the Five of Cups, the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so this takes me to kind of what I'm saying is you feel like shutting down, but by you actually being present, so still working on feeding candy canes and marshmallows and all the squidgy stuff, all the love here, you're actually helping. So you can look at this as being the masculine energy as well with the King of Cups. So by you being present, so rather than you being absent, you're actually helping this masculine to turn around, cross the bridge towards the tower. Okay. Let's read this first, and then we'll have a look at what the Sacred Destiny card wants to say. My belly's really rumbling. Come on, be quiet now. Okay, Five of Cups. Although two of the cups are filled, the figure wearing the cloak of mourning sees only what has spilled. You feel remorse over a severed relationship or unfulfilled dream, if only. What happened to my sunshine? If only my sunshine would come back. So I feel like this masculine actually is like drawing you in so that you are always present. Let's have a Three of Pentacles. He's got like his apprentice. What's apprentice? It's an apprentice apron. That's what I felt. Three of Pentacles. Bring me sunshine. It was lovely. It was lovely. The sculpture is hard at work in a church building. This is the card of the master craftsman. Sorry, I called you an apprentice. Oh, unlike the, Eight of Pentacles, the apprentice. This is not the apprentice. We saw the apprentice with Aries. Okay, opposite you in the zodiac, Libra. So you're not the apprentice. Okay, Aries, could be. Unlike the Eight of Pentacles, the apprentice, this card indicates the pinnacle of one's profession. People look up to you and admire your good example. Keep shining. I feel like Divine Feminine, keep shining, because your masculine is it's balancing things out. It's helping to clear the karma. Karmic completion. Okay, King of Cups. Look what he transpires into. Look what you've done. Interesting. It was like, look what you've done to me. It's not how it used to be. You've taken my life away. Okay, not you ruined everything, you've changed. You've changed everything. It's meant to be, what do you want from me? I was saying that to the stars last night. What do you want from me? I believe I can share that video as well, that first video. I believe it uploaded. It's on private. Do I put publish? I feel like I do. I don't know why I put it private. Maybe just to... That's the kind of energy where you don't want to listen to information. Like, I don't want to hear what... I don't want to... It was too, like, cringe-worthy to listen to. But then afterwards you're like, oh, no, actually I want to have a look at that. I want to listen to that, what was said. It's like you mature. It's like running away from the truth, but then coming back. It's like coming back to collect the love. It's like, where is the love? And the love's there. And it's just, I feel like the feminine could be running away from the love. But if you do that, the masculine runs away. So when he's running away, you're not there. And when he's running away, okay, interesting. Because you run away, we're just going in circles, aren't we? Post Malone kind of stuff. We're going in circles. Run away, run away. Okay. I'm waiting on you. Okay. So just don't go away, Divine Feminine. Just be shining your light. Just shine bright. Okay. For God's sake, please. For Divine's sake. Like Neptune, the King of Cups reigns over the sea. His authority calms turbulent waters. He is creative and compassionate, often a doctor or counsellor. I feel like this obviously is the Divine Masculine's potential, but he needs to be healed and counselled first himself, and then he'll become the doctor and the counsellor. Okay, so you're counselling this masculine, so no running away. Okay, let's have a look at your sacred destiny, Libra. At a standstill. Okay, I feel like both of you have stopped running, so both be present. So it's like you're here in the present. This is kind of coming on from the energy. At some point, you're going to be in alignment. So it's not going to be the runner and chaser. You're just both going to be at this standstill. And what? Who are you going to run? It's like, I want to run to you. So not run from you. It's like, I want to run for you. Stand still. So they want to stand for you. Like, you know when you take a stand for someone, there's a standstill here. So it's like, I want to run for you. That means like kind of run for office, if you want to say that. Run for the position. Stand up for you, most definitely, Divine Feminine. So you might be doing all the counselling and the nurturing and the healing at the moment, but this masculine is learning because he wants to be able to do that not only for others, but I feel like it's very much about to return the favour. This masculine's about to return the favour. So it's like, do him a favour, just stand still, no running, just carry on shining. Let's have a look at this. It's the wrong book. Swamplands. A swamp is a low-lying area with woody plants, shrubs and trees, where water collects and saturates the ground. During rainy seasons, swamplands become overwhelmed with water. Okay, and I feel this is definitely an overwhelmment here that causes this masculine to run in the past. Okay, swamped in it. But then he kind of comes back. It's like he's facing his fear. Doesn't want to keep going round in circles. Okay, so during rainy seasons, swamplands become overwhelmed with water. The edge of the swamp is often a quagmire of mud and silt, but an abundance of plants and swamp insects dwell there. Because of the sticky nature of the mud, it is often impossible to walk through swamplands. Even trying to manoeuvre with a boat can be difficult and treacherous because of dense vegetation. However, there is a great value in swamplands. They act as natural flood control, as runoff. Where's my sunshine? Let's hold up the standstill. They act as natural flood control, as runoff can be temporarily stored in their basins. They keep the land around them from washing away. Lush vegetation provides a haven for nesting birds and waterfowl, as well as habitat to mammals such as beaver. Freshwater swamps near the Tigris and the Euphrates rivers in the Middle East are part of the Fertile Crescent and contributed to the fertility of the land for the earliest humans. Anyway, the landscape, secret landscape, wants you to know. If it feels that some areas of your life have slowed down or even come to a standstill, you are right. Something is not progressing. Even if it seems that things are flowing, look beneath the surface, perhaps something is immovable. The first step to become unstuck is to acknowledge where you are. So this was an unmovable force, really. You felt like this masculine was so stuck in the mud, hence why it feels like you've kind of turned away. But actually, he's coming through this. Okay. So the first step to becoming unstuck is to acknowledge where you are and acknowledge that you run away. Okay. I feel like both parties, it's time for you to acknowledge that you're runners. The soul loves the truth. In life, you can either say, there are no weeds. There are no weeds. Okay. There are no weeds. There are no weeds. Or you can notice the weeds and begin pulling them up. Notice what isn't working in your life and then take slow, steady steps to unblock the barriers. In nature, when one is being sucked into mud, the worst thing to do is struggle. The best thing to do is slowly and carefully, one step at a time, extricate yourself. Okay, so where it says the soul loves the truth, let the truth be known. Okay, meaning I'll put that video out for public after this, so it'll be before this actually uploads. I didn't realise it was for about an hour and 13 minutes. It's titled 1111. And I haven't even watched it back, so I don't even know if it is available. I just saw that it's processed and it gives me the time of it and it's on private. Right, that's it. Scorpio. Let's have a look at your energy. The sun's out. That's good. The sun has got his hat on. Hip, 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 hooray. Scorpio, you got your hat on. You got your positive hat on. And you're coming out to play. The sun has got his hat on and he's coming out to play. Let's get you a sacred destiny first. Nice flow going there. You're in the groove. Get into the groove, boy, you've got to prove your love to me. Yeah. Okay. Got to prove your love to someone. Get up on your feet. Yeah, step to the beat. Boy, what will it be? Music can be such a revelation. Dancing around, you feel a sweet sensation. We might be lovers when the rhythm's right. Breathe. I hope this feeling never ends tonight. Only when I'm dancing can I feel this free. So there's a lot going on about you dancing. I don't know. Or who's dancing for you? You're getting into the groove anyway. Okay. About music can be such a revelation. Dancing around, you feel a sweet sensation. I feel Scorpio, it could be that music's hitting you. Oh, you're happy. You're single, independent, happy, determined, accomplished, and you're shining like a peacock. I knew you had your positivity hat on. There's like a crown in here. It feels like you're grounded. I feel you have all the colours of the chakra here. Of all the chakras. You're aligned, Scorpio. It's like all the way from the tip of your toes up to the top of your head. On the tip of your head, looks like the same colour as my nail varnish, look. It's at your fingertips here, Scorpio. You're ready to prove your love to a feminine. You're single. You're ready for the Nine of Pentacles, which is the Divine Feminine. And if you're ready for the Divine Feminine, you're ready for the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, as that is what you will both bring to the table. Happily ever after, and a very prosperous, abundant, loving. It's a loving, passionate embrace of life. Got that off your chest? Okay, have you? Not yet. That's what you want to say, isn't it? That's what you want to do. Okay. So you've got to prove your love to someone, and it's like, you're gritting your teeth. Because you're ready. And then like you're pushing against it. Against your, well, it's a transformation. You've already transformed. It's evident that you've transformed. The medallions around the neck take me to, it's like step by step, although they're squares. With a circle in the middle. Okay. Square peg, round hole. You've kind of gobbled up the round hole. And you've got like a peacock feather, but it looks like a love heart. So, oh, this is nice. This is your heart chakra. Okay. It will all be good. Okay, it won't be long now. What will happen is your heart's slotting into place. You see, so your heart chakra is getting aligned here. Okay, and then you're just going to have this really good feeling. You would drop your defences then. Automatically, your heart will be open. So, Scorpio, it looks like your heart's not completely open to this. Okay. Just yet. It will get there. You're too aligned for, that's the last thing to pop into place. Okay, you having heart-to-heart conversations and speaking from the heart. It's 1440. It's time. Okay, what's going on here? A Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so you're waiting for the right time. You're waiting for destiny. Something's just... Look at Taurus and Leo down the bottom here, butting heads. That's a stubborn energy. Okay, so you're Scorpio, and then we have Aquarius, Taurus, and Leo. And I have the taste of fear, which I haven't tasted. Oh, it's quite strong. I haven't tasted that in a long time. I can tell when someone's fearful, and my whole tongue has just kind of changed. It's under my tongue and comes to the tip of my tongue. And you're scared. You're butting heads. You're stubborn. So I've spoke before about, well, I don't know if I spoke to you about it, but I spoke before on the channel about these 4 signs need to, for us to bring change to our world, these 4 signs need to get on. There's no butting heads. Okay, once these signs are aligned, things will flow. Is that a snake? It is. It's a 2-headed snake here. It wants to kind of go into the infinity symbol to coil up. Okay. And then this is kind of, I want to say, coming out from under the underworld, out of hell. It's like you want a ticket out of hell. It's quite a lot, but you're not taking the ticket. So you're blocking your destiny here, and you're focusing on money. So you want it, your soul wants it, your heart wants it, your heart's longing for it. You are as well. But then you're just gritting your teeth. It's like it's just a bit too much at the moment to set this into motion. Let's read these cards all the way through and see what's really going on, Scorpio. 9 of Cups. So it's like you've got your independence and you're very afraid of letting that go. Okay. Like progressing to the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles. And you need a feminine. You need a divine feminine. Your destiny. This is your destiny. Okay. And it's like I focus on money still. Unless you're trying to save money, like it feels like you're not ready, you're not ready, you're not ready. You are ready. So let's have a look at the 9 of Cups. Yeah. Surrounded by golden cups, a man beams happily. The peacock feather in his hat denotes good luck. This wish card promises that a wish probably of a material nature, will be granted to the questioner. Probably. So I want to say to the Divine Feminine, probably, your wish is going to be granted. Scorpio here is just biting the bullet. Okay, let's have a look at the Seven of Rods. I thought we had sunshine, Scorpio. Bring it back. Bring it back. Sing it back. Bring it back. Bring it back to me. Song. You need to tap into music. You need to? Yes, you do. You need to tap into music. Okay, to bring it back. Okay. A young man successfully wards off an attack with only a flowering rod. This is the card of the underdog. Despite overwhelming odds, victory is assured. Now is the time to take advantage of the situation. Carpe diem. Okay. Carpe diem. Oh, all right. 1444. I'm just going to get you the correct meaning. Seize the day. Wheel of Fortune. Seize the day. It's taking me to when I went to California, and I done Disney and saw Mickey like getting off the train, and he sang that song "Seize the Day." I've got it on video somewhere. I've shared it. I don't know where I shared it. I think it might be on the Facebook channel of Love. It's a little clip of, I took a video footage of Mickey seizing the day. Oh. I might share it if I can find it, and then you'll know what I'm babbling on about. This is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of expansion. This card can indicate a turn for the better or receiving one's just reward for past deeds. So in a way, I'm feeling as if maybe you feel you don't deserve, like the full Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. So there's a bit of fear here. Maybe I deserve not to have the good. It's like you're pulling yourself back here from the good stuff, the good life. Fortune, power and movement and change are all here. Let's say that again. Fortune, power, movement and change are all here. The wheel turns, revealing the cyclical nature of life. This could be the energy, the masculine here in this case is ready, and then I've heard this happen many a times. They're ready and then they kind of go off the rails again. They don't seize the day. Probably he will seize the day, but it's only probable. It's only probable. Okay. Four of Pentacles. I keep closing this book up, don't I, every time, like I'm not needing it again. Let's carry on. The miser clings on. No, it doesn't. Clings on. He clings on. Yeah. Can't let go. You've got to surrender, Scorpio. There's nothing else for it. Okay, there's no other way, I was going to say. There's nothing else for it. You have to surrender. Because there are other ways, but let's read this. The miser clings to his goods with all his might. He can't move because he's holding on with his feet. This card is a hint to loosen your grip on material things in order to help restore the flow of creativity and energy. You don't want to let go. It's okay. This is like too much resistance. So Scorpio, just chill out. Do whatever you feel drawn to do because it's too stressful. Okay. It's like you're going to affect your own happiness levels because you feel like you're being pressurized. So it will all flow just naturally. Let's see what the sacred landscape wants to say to you though with some guidance. You need to purify yourself, Scorpio. Purification. You'll soon shoot up like a beautiful sunflower here. They grow very quickly. Okay. you have some purging, some cleansing, some cleaning out to do of some toxicity. Okay, opening your heart. Let's read this. Purification. This is what you're going through. I feel like you're going through this right now. Why? Because there's too much pressure here. Too much tension with you resisting. Okay, big resistance. So let's have a look. Something's going on a lot deeper. And it's like you know it as well. You've got summer rain here. Traditionally, rain symbolises rebirth and washing one's sins away. Traditionally. You are the card of rebirth. Okay. But why can't you let go of this? You feel like you're not worth it. You're not worth what? The effort? The abundance? The luck? The fortune? So traditionally, the rain symbolises rebirth and washing one's sins away. Water is also associated with emotions, and a summer rain can represent the release of long-held emotions that allows for a purification and inner healing. There is also a renewal aspect of rain. The old saying, rain showers bring May flowers. I feel like you're going to bloom by the end of this month. Okay, maybe April was a really tough month for you. A lot of purging, cleansing. And still this wanting... The process still hasn't been completed yet though, because there's still fear that exists, quite strong, and it's in a certain direction of your life. So there is also a renewal aspect of rain. The old saying, April showers bring May flowers, means that what follows the rain is a time of renewal and blossoming. But the sacred landscape wants you to know, it's difficult for new, vibrant energy to enter your life if it is clogged with old and outdated energy. Cleanse and purify your body and your physical space. This is a great time for a detox, clutter clearing, cleansing and space clearing. Release outdated energy to invite fresh, clear energy into your life. Eat lightly. Don't take things personally. Release resentment, guilt and blame. Purify yourself. Thought, word and deed. Declutter. Decluttering is modern day alchemy. If you don't love it or use it, let it go. This card can also represent abundance, as flowing water is a metaphor for prosperity and summer is a time of expansion. Let's leave it there, Scorps. Okay, Sagittarius. Sagittarius has got two cards. I feel this energy that Scorpio wanted more time. They wanted more guidance. And all I can say to you is I believe that the rest of the messages, there'll be guidance within that for you. Okay. Well, we have the sneaky card. A sneaky 7 for Sagittarius. A sneaky 7. They're going after like their 10 of Cups. Sagittarius, I've not been liking your energy, especially when it's kind of directed towards Scorpio. This is someone who really does want to get one over on Scorpio. 7 of Swords, sneaky. They're heading towards, because it's kind of heading this way, where Scorpio was. You wouldn't know, it looks like they're heading in the other direction. But the 10 of Cups is here. Sagittarius, you are having an influence on Scorpio. This is, I'll tell you what this takes me to. So, I watched the film, is it called A Star Is Born? I was like proper pissed at the end. I was like, that is shit. You so could have turned that fucking story around. It's like, that's bullshit. I don't even know why you made the film. What did we learn from that? And if you kind of watch, they had a beautiful connection. You can see that she was being moulded into something that she wasn't. But her love was for her husband. And he kills himself at the end. And even Emily said, I bet she kills herself as well. I said, I would as well. I was like, what a load of bullshit. And she didn't kill herself. So it was like, okay. And it all came down to the manager that went to visit her husband and tell him that he wasn't any good for her and he had like embarrassed her. And so instead of going and, you know, joining her, like, on stage, he just hung himself. And it was like, well, how on earth did that occur? That's the kind of energy. I was like, that's shit. It's like more the husband should have gone to the wife and said, hey, your manager's just come and said all this to me. She was already cancelling her tour because he had said that the husband couldn't go on tour with them. So she had already, it was just a sad fucking story, to be honest with you. Like, Megan recommended it to me afterwards. I went, what the fuck happened there? She was like, I know, Mum. I said, that is just, the manager didn't even get mentioned. It's like he got away with it. He got away with it, and he kind of caused someone to commit suicide. That's what. So, yeah, I wasn't impressed with that movie. Beautiful story. It was like, yeah, well, they could have, like, given us some guidance, couldn't they, within that story, how to not allow this situation. It was quite evident that they were divine counterparts, and she knew that he needed to be with her so that she could keep him in check. Okay. Right then. So, I actually feel, and because he was an alcoholic, although not a violent alcoholic, he was like an adorable alcoholic, she never judged him. Even when he got up on stage, like on PD's pants, like at the Grammys, she was still concerned. She even got in the shower with him, like. So, that's what I'm feeling. So, I don't like this energy, Sagittarius. And Scorpio, I don't like it because this energy could be affecting you. And it's been on my table for a while that this energy, like, wants what you have. Okay, so you could be receiving, I am talking to you, Scorpio. I don't even really want to talk to this Sagittarius energy. They have things planned behind them, behind their back. And it's to outdo you, Scorpio. So, be careful that your low days are not a projection of someone else, or the words that you're hearing that you're not good enough, or that you're not good enough for this. It's bullshit. Okay. It's like, don't fall into that trap. Sagittarius, are we actually going to speak? I don't think so. Flexibility. There's a tiger here. He's watching. He's waiting to see. Listen, Scorpio, if you don't want it, he's going for it. And it's kind of like the energy of, I'm better. I'm going to be better at this job than what you are. These games can fucking play around with you. My sister played this game with me when she told me that she thought it was better that her and my other sister looked after my husband more than me. We knew that we should have looked after him rather than you. It's like, what the fuck? He didn't want anyone else to look after him, but it plays with your mind. You're like, seriously, is this the truth? And that fucks with you. You know when you're good for someone, okay, and when someone wants you. So, Scorpio, you've got your reading being continued here. To be continued. Flexibility. So don't let anyone else tell you that they can do a better job than what you know you are capable of. All right, let's have a look. Flexibility here. Well, we're touching on something here, aren't we? Bamboo in the wind. The symbolism of bamboo runs deep, whereas many larger, seemingly stronger trees will break in high winds, bamboo simply bends and sways. They're waiting for you to break, Scorpio, so they can take your place. Will they get the better of you? Its flexibility allows it to survive and even thrive while other species suffer. Even during a hard winter, when its branches are laden with snow, bamboo doesn't break. It snaps back when the snow melts in the spring. So if you're resonating with this, Scorpio, I say it's time for you to quickly snap back. It also has a strong root system, so that even during great storms, it survives. Additionally, it is often a symbol of abundance because of its rapid growth. Its upward, verdant, constant growth is used as a metaphor for the fulfilling rise of prosperity. Look at this. It's like, like you're both not looking. It's like you're both looking in my direction. But with your ferocity here, a tiger, the eye of the tiger. Okay. It's like keep your eyes on the prize. The sacred landscape wants you to know the meaning of this card is rich and varied. It cautions you to be flexible in your life. Be willing to bend and yield. There are times to stand strong, but there are also times to go around a situation rather than face it head on. There's no point taking on this. This feels very much like when I said the husband should have just gone to the wife and said, this has been said. They told me that I'm not good for you. But instead of doing that, it's like he took it straight to heart, believed them, and then ended his life. So it's like, just go get it straight from, I want to say, the horse's mouth. It's about having no secrets. But there's no need for these two characters to kind of come face to face. You can go around this. There are times to stand strong, but there are also times to go around a situation rather than face it head on. This card suggests being amendable to change. It is also a fantastic card for abundance and prosperity, and it suggests that if you are flexible, prosperity can and will come your way in all areas. Additionally, it suggests that a time of rapid growth is ahead. Don't resist it. The time is right for this surge of spiritual growth to occur. Right, let's have a look, because this dude here, this sneaky one, it's like he's got some tricks up his sleeve, about 7 of them. I feel like he could be playing energetically with you. If it's not someone face to face, there's somebody that wants what's yours and they are doing some dark magic. That doesn't mean that it's any kind of rituals. They're just not wanting you to have that because they want it. And as soon as they send that energy out, so they're like resenting you, they're sending that energy out and it feels like you're picking up and you're starting to resent yourself. Let's have a look at this sacred destiny. Are we talking to you? You yet, Sagittarius? Stillness. What you're going after is a beautiful swan, Scorpio, and that's why this person here wants what you have. It's interesting. Because for my topic, actually the star sign is spot on. Stillness. Let's have a look at this. Frozen tundra. The tundra is a stark and severe landscape found in both the southern and northern hemispheres. It is usually bereft of most plant and animal life and can only support very low growing plants such as mosses and lichen. The soil is frozen year round, so it is impossible for trees to grow in that barren landscape. In the winter, the landscape is very cold and dark, and wild winds surge across the desolation. Even in the summer, the land remains frozen, although the surface can be soggy and covered with lakes, marshes, ponds and bogs, and become havens for millions of migrating birds. So it's very much, I feel like this masculine here, he is keeping an eye on the situation, Scorpio, what's going on, whether you're making any movement, and the longer that this feminine's energy is still, okay, nothing kind of is growing, nothing's changing. So it feels like he's hanging back, waiting for what was once yours to now be his. It says take a step back from a project, situation or relationship, even if for just a moment. Mend bridges, slow down, breathe, be still, go within. And this is what this feminine's doing here. It's like she's knowing what she's wanting, and then this masculine is going to try and come in and provide this for this feminine, but it's it's you that can provide what this feminine needs. This feminine is very still at the moment. She's doing nothing. Okay, so it's this masculine here who's trying to manipulate the energy. Kind of, it feels like get her focus away from you and onto him who is here. So it's like he's going to be very present in her life. He's clowning around. Okay. He's clowning around. Well, it just took me to the circus tents, but it took me to clowns. But I do believe that this feminine, she has taken a step back from a project, situation or relationship, even for just a few moments. This could also be this masculine. So he withdraws as if he's not really showing interest so that you don't kind of clock onto what he's doing, and then he'll be back. Okay, to like pursue what's yours. So it's like he's timing. He knows not to be consistent with it. So he knows to be consistent but not overbearingly in this, I feel like in this feminine's life. But he knows what he's doing. He's like, well, if I just carry on being steady and in this feminine's life, then she's going to see that I'm the one for her and not you, Scorpio. This has been coming out though, hasn't it, on the table? This issue between Scorpio and Sagittarius. Okay. Sagittarius is the archer. So making that aim. Mend bridges, slow down, breathe, be still and go within. Listen to your inner voice. Take time to connect with your spirit guides, ancestors and spiritual guardians. Listen to your higher self. I feel like this is what the feminine is doing. But also, I don't feel that your feminine is encouraging this, Scorpio. It's just this man here seems to know come up at the perfect time. Okay. It's like he can feel like maybe the stillness of your feminine, and instead of you coming forward, he's playing a tricky game. Okay. He's going to get burnt, but he's got his gloves on, so he's prepared. He knows what he's doing. This is not a good time. Oh no, it says here, listen to your higher self, timing is everything. And it says this is not a good time to start a new cycle. Wait, incubate, fix things that need fixing, heal things that need healing. Think things through, forgive yourself and others. If things seem barren or even bleak, hold on. Just as the migrating birds find new life in the tundra marshes in the summer, you too will expand once again during the coming thaw in your life. So I feel like this masculine could have retreated a bit. It's like he's made his presence known. Then he retreats. And I feel like all the time that you're healing, Scorpio, this masculine's kind of like hoping that you don't heal. They're not well wishes for you. Okay, for your 10 of Cups. And I'm just pointing that out because we're moving on to the devil energy now. Because the devil's playing with you. Okay, telling you that you're not good or worthy enough. Right then. Sagittarius, we're on to you. Have been for a while. So Sagittarius will keep their distance now because they've been busted. Just for the time being, until things kind of quieten down, and then they'll be back to have another go. Okay, all the time that you're absent, Scorpio. Capricorn, there's your card. I'm thinking of the timestamps. It's like Sagittarius, I'm going to put not talking to you. Yeah, I will. Yeah. I don't need to talk to anyone who's playing manipulative games, do I? No. Not when it's affecting, when it can affect other people's, like, mental sanity. No, I don't really want to talk to those people. I'd rather talk to the ones that are being affected. That's what I actually thought. I thought there was zero help for that man with his, well, he was insecure, wasn't he? So, let's have a look. Capricorn. You've got the 9 of Cups. So you have Scorpio's energy. Told you, Scorpio, they're fucking with you. Your heart needs to slot into place. Know your worth. All your dreams are about to be fulfilled and someone's very jealous. Knight of Rods. They've got passion. This Capricorn energy, look, they're looking at you, trying to copy. I don't know, whatever it is that makes you so attractive. They're trying to be a cut above you. And yeah, Strength card. This energy sucks. Nine of Cups, especially as you're the one that had that card come up, Scorpio, and then we have the Knight of Rods, and really it feels like who can actually take care of this feminine's needs. It's nothing to do with what she wants, whether it's not material. This is about who she feels comfort with. Okay. So I'm going to say that the Devil energy is trying to like cozy up with the feminine. She knows that she'll get burnt. Okay, so she's going within. She's sensing this out. So it's like she's figured it out, the feminine. So you don't need to worry about your feminine being fooled. Focus on yourself, because it's like you're being made out to look like a fool. And really become the fool and take that leap of faith. Nine of Cups. Let's read this again. And then we shall move on to Aquarius, because I feel like Aquarius has definitely got the masculines back. Okay, the Nine of Cups. Surrounded by golden cups, a man beams happily. The peacock feather in his hat denotes good luck. This wish card promises that a wish, probably of a material nature, will be granted to the questioner. That's interesting. This person that is challenging your worth, they might have money, okay? Because it says here, this wish card promises that a wish probably of material nature will be granted to the questioner. So this masculine might be able to offer money, but you can offer true love, comfort and companionship to this feminine that actually wants it. Okay. It's kind of like better the devil you know. Now, there's Knight of Rods here. He's looking at you. Let's have a look. So, devil, not talking to you either. Okay. The Knight of Rods. The Knight bears the emblem of the dragon, fiery, passionate and ready to take on the world. This is the sign of the explorer, also signifies travel, adventure and a change of residence. So they can offer this feminine, they can offer them some luxuries, but she's just wanting this. Okay. It's like she's wanting a comfort companion. A companion that she feels comfortable with, and she can sense out the warning signs. Okay. Linked to the sign of Leo. I can't remember what was going on with Leo. That was the first part of the reading. We had a little pause. The Leo is a sexual animal, but his base instincts are checked by the caress of a maiden. Message, use your heart and not your... It says use your head and not your heart. Exercise restraint, hold your power in reserve. Courage and fortitude will bring success. Could signify healing qualities. This masculine wants to come in and heal your feminine, Scorpio. You wanted a longer reading, I'm giving it to you. He's using his head, not his heart. That's why you need to allow your heart to slot in. Okay, your heart's in the right place. Let's have a look at what your sacred destiny says. Thriving. Looks like it's going to rain. Thriving. I shall read all the message again. African savannah. In the African savannah lives the tree of life, the baobab tree. When did this come up? Whose reading got this? I can't remember. Was it? I felt it was in the Cancer area. Anyway, this is a prehistoric species that predates humans. It is over 200 million years old. It has adapted, survived and thrived in a harsh environment where so many other species have gone extinct. This could have been for your energy. I'm not sure. You'll know which other sign it come out with, as you're probably paying more attention than what I am. The baobab can live up to 5,000 years and can reach almost 100 feet tall. It is a succulent, which means that in the rainy season it absorbs and stores water in its enormous trunk. This water helps it produce a nutrient dense, rich, It produces a nutrient dense fruit in the dry season when the land is parched and arid. These remarkable plants provide shelter, food and water for both animals and humans. It is one of the only plants in the world that doesn't drop its fruit where it would spoil. It stays on the branch where it dries out. When picked, the fruit has a 3-year shelf life. Okay, the Sacred Landscape wants you to know if you draw this card, you are a survivor. And not only do you survive, but you use situations that others might find challenging to thrive. And the connection between you and this feminine is just so natural. So don't let anyone get in your way, okay, or tell you otherwise. You expand when others shrink. This may be the time to adapt to your circumstances rather than be overcome by them. You have a remarkable ability to step beyond any challenge. You are strong. Others may find shelter in your energy, and right now that's okay. It's okay, they're not going to get what's yours. And no one can take away from you what's rightfully yours. Okay, they can try. It's just like no one can take away my gifts because they've been given to me. I was deserving of them. So no one can take away anything from you that is rightfully yours and that you're deserving of. You're deserving for. You're deserving of. Through giving to others, you are in turn nourished. So this kind of builds your confidence. This could give you a big kick up the arse to go after, to stop procrastinating, Scorpio. Yeah, it's like you want to prove a point now. Okay. This card may be urging you to step into the primordial, powerful, wild part of yourself. Doing this will increase your vitality and contribute to your overall well-being. It's not nice knowing that someone's trying to take something that's yours, that's rightfully yours. So don't allow it. Okay, Aquarius. It's turned cold. Hi Jasper. Let's get him a drink down there. Are you a thirsty boy? Aquarius, what have you got here? Aquarius, you're dealing with this energy. This Page of Pentacles. Okay. So I feel like Aquarius is dealing with the karma that needs to be dealt with. Oh, okay, this is going to have heads rolling. So, Aquarius, the most intellectual of the signs, I would say. They know exactly what's going on and they are dealing with it. Okay. Oh, I've got goosebumps. They could be chills. 3 of Cups. Okay. This is very much... when I talk about Aquarius, I talk about the collective of divine feminines. Okay, they are being protected. So it's actually the divine feminines that are being cared and catered for and protected here in today's day and age. Okay, so they're taking care of each other. But I felt in a good way. This one's not part of the clan. So we can see the distortion. Distorted feminine, divine feminine. And there's becoming, I feel like there's going to be becoming a massive gap between these two. All of a sudden, this feminine was facing them. Or maybe they're becoming face to face. I don't think so. I don't even think this energy can even come into this energy. This energy focuses on, it's greedy. It focuses on money. This energy focuses on love. It's not a great blend, is it? So it'll be kept apart. So no fear, Divine Feminines, most definitely, because the whole readings feel as if there's some big shifts going on, especially the first part. When the camera was down, it was like, oh, there was a lot of movement. Masculines were being put onto their correct path. And the moon here, it's just gone in reverse, so, okay. Everything's up on its head, there's towers galore. Talking to the moon, trying to get to you, in hopes you're on the other side, talking to me too, or am I a fool who sits alone? Talking to the moon. This is a negative energy again. Like I said, coming face to face. I feel like this feminine. Masculines, you're more susceptible. Masculines, you're more susceptible to jealous masculine energies affecting you. Because the divine feminines are ignoring this. So when they're hearing chatter, or you're not worth this is mine, as if it's a karmic energy coming in saying like, you're not going to take what's mine, and you're never having him, he's happy with me. All those mind games that go on, that it feels like the masculine energy is falling for. Divine Feminine's just like, I don't think so. I don't even think you can get in my garden gate. So it's like the feminines aren't participating. Okay. But the reading have been showing that the feminine, especially the first part, was very affected. So that might be that the shift that's occurred, I said, in my non-absence, in just that little pause, that little break. Let's read this. Page of Pentacles. Kiddies coming home from school. Let's hear what they got to chat about today. Quite rowdy today. You pick up on their energy. Oh, there's a laugh. That's good to hear. Page of Pentacles. The page is lost in thought. Like, I feel like this feminine will try and permeate your thoughts, Divine Feminine, but you know, don't you? It's like you know that devil. Okay. So it's better that you know about this. Then you can just kind of, I don't know, it's like you push it to the side. You don't allow it to affect you. That sounded like either something on like the dual carriageway that, I don't know, it's like a little explosion, or it was thunder. The page is lost in thought, focused on the coin before him. Could also be affecting the Divine Masculine as well. Can't get to you, Divine Feminine. So she's also going to send negative thoughts to, I feel like, the masculine. Oh, the poor masculines. Seriously, they got it at all angles. You're not worthy. It's kind of like the energy of not believing the Divine Masculine could achieve much, really. Could come to such divineness. How? That kind of energy. This is the card of the scholar. The page has a thirst for knowledge and pursues it diligently. So it's like she wants to have her nose in everyone's business. She can't get her nose in the Divine Feminine's business. She could definitely get her nose into the Divine Masculine's business, because his heart's still... he's still vulnerable and open, but he's closed off, which makes it even more intriguing why someone's closed off. So he's open to this manipulation. Once his heart gets into place, he will not allow anything to affect him. Okay, let's look at the Three of Cups. You're protected, Divine Feminines. It's time for you to celebrate. Just hand it all over to Aquarius. The three maidens in the garden correspond to the three graces. I said you can't even enter the garden gate. Impossible. Okay. Surrounded by bowers of blooms, they raise their cups in celebration. It's party time. Relax and take credit for a job well done. You may be moving toward retirement. No more playing these games. Sounds like the girls singing. Oh, adults come in to quiet them down. They were celebrating. Let's read the moon in reverse. It's a very quick message. Deceptions are unmasked. Small mistakes can be corrected. Don't leave yourself open to manipulation. Don't fall for it. The devil fucking around with you. Let's get a Sacred Destiny card because I didn't pull that one yet, Aquarius. So we're doing things a little bit differently now. Okay. How you handle the situation really does line up what's destined for you. And you have transformation. Beautiful card. Come with me and prepare to fly. For you will soon become a butterfly. Whoa, spread your wings and fly. Butterfly. Transformation. Blue butterfly. It's no accident that the butterfly represents transformation, rebirth and resurrection. It's no accident that it represents Scorpio as well. Okay, and this bottom half of the reading, it's just for you, Scorpio, because it's an important time in life for you. Okay. Remarkably, when the caterpillar becomes a chrysalis, it doesn't just instantly become a butterfly. It actually dissolves into a kind of soup. In other words, it liquefies itself, and out of that emerges something completely different. It is a true transformation. In some cultures, blue butterflies are considered very good luck and even wish granters. In Native American tribes, it is believed that a wish whispered to a butterfly will be granted when it flies to the heavens. The Native American shawl dance, which celebrates renewal, is derived from the butterfly dance. Okay, Divine Feminines, are you getting this about dancing? To move your hips. It's like, my hips don't lie. I don't know the rest of it. Shakira. Shakira, Shakira. The Native American shawl dance. It's like they've got shawls up over their head. We'll all give it a go. Who's up for some shawl dancing? Let's shore things up a bit. That could be thunder, you know. I don't know. It's in the distance anyway. The Native American shawl dance, which celebrates renewal, is derived from the butterfly dance. Also, the colour blue represents a calmness, peace and spiritual attainment. And the blue butterfly is thought to carry all these meanings. Okay, this is the time for change, reinvention or a rebirth into a new way of being. If you've been plodding along, this card suggests that you take measures to shift everything. Don't resist change. The blue colour suggests a spiritual renewal or initiation. Transformation doesn't mean taking something old and remodelling, it says remodelling, and remodel on. Transformation doesn't mean taking something old and remodelling it or rearranging a few things. It means becoming something completely different. Distorted feminine, divine feminine. Or doing some things completely differently. Change is often uncomfortable, but it is usually for the highest good. This is a very lucky card, and drawing this card can mean that a wish may be about to come true. Let's pick them cards up then. Okay, Pisces. We're there, guys. We are there. Time to celebrate. I was clinking my teeth on the cup. Okay. It's 15:27. Pisces, let's finish off this reading, please. We're there. The masculine is there. Look, he's through. Okay. needing, it's like he's needing these band of brothers. Music could be getting this masculine flow. Okay, just the band. Well, it took me to brothers, but the throat chakra. He's wounded, you can see that, but he needs to be strong. He needs to stand and deliver, because this is really, it's it's interesting because it's very much about the feminine. Does she actually want like money, or does she want like your life, a life with you? And that's what she's after, is a life with you. Okay, but you need to drop the fear and trust the divine. The Nine of Rods is about spiritual connection as well, but you're through. And then it's just really how long you carry on to the burden. Because the next card is the Ten of Rods, the Ten of Wands. Let's find the rods in here, and we're at the number 9. Already wounded. A worried man braces for the next salvo. This is the eye of the storm. Whoop. I told you the storm's coming. It's not over me. It's in the distant, okay, the near distant future. This is the eye of the storm. The situation will worsen before it improves, but you are prepared. And I believe that you're there. You've been prepared. Like, you're carrying this heavy burden. It's just how long do you want to carry on carrying it? You're coming out of that storm, okay. Hi, Jasper. Are you hungry now? It's a bit quiet, isn't he? Knight of Pentacles, a bit quiet. Okay. We'll get to the sacred landscape. Well, it's not even called the sacred. The card is a sacred landscape, once you know, but it's sacred destiny. Let's have a look at this Knight of Pentacles. Now, he has a reputation of being slow moving, but we'll see what the card says. Oh, I've got a really itchy lip, inside the lip though. The knight is depicted in carefully tilled rolling fields. The country squire on his estate. He takes his responsibilities seriously and finishes what he starts. Loves the natural world. He's falling in love here with life itself. I feel connecting with the universal heartbeat, the rhythm of the universe. Okay. I feel like he's going to be marching to the beat of his own soul drum, following the beat of the music, divine masculine. One more card. You can have one more card for Pisces, all to do with love. All you need is love. Six of Pentacles, bringing in your balance here. Got children. Children. We got happy news. Someone's very happy. As he measures his wealth, the rich man holds out some coins to the poor. This is the card of the, I can't say this word. We'll give it a go. Philanthropist. Generosity will be rewarded and loans will be repaid. You're in the clear now. The reverse meaning of this is bad debt, unpaid loans and selfish behaviour. So as you start to give, and not just that, but to accept spirituality, because this is a giving and receiving card here, you're going to receive so much more wealth, you're going to feel so much more richer to be able to give to those that are less fortunate. And that's because you're a survivor. You've taken off your victim t-shirt. Okay, let's end with the sacred destiny for Pisces. How long has this video been? 1 hour. It's about the same. 1 hour and 6 minutes, I think the first one was. So 1 hour and 8 minutes. Thank you for sticking with me. I don't know who I'm saying that to, or whether you're saying that to me. Yeah, you're welcome either way. And you have simplicity. Just really shouts out to me to pay attention to feathers. These are your guides, your guardian angels. Okay, look up to the clouds. I saw, I've only got my window open a little bit, and I actually saw a wish come flying in through last night, through the window, through the blinds, and it was delivered. Keep your eye out, guys. Keep things simple. It's a simple life. Simplicity. The white feather. Imagine a single white feather illuminated against a blue sky, wafting on warm air currents as it floats to the earth with simplicity and grace. Both Native Americans and Egyptians thought feathers were messages from the sky gods. Chiefs would wear feathers to symbolise their communion. Their communion. He's got a feather in his hat here. So chief, got a chief here. A chief would wear feathers to symbolise their communion with the Creator. It was believed that when one wore feathers on one's head, messages from a human could travel to spirit. Likewise, messages and energy from the spiritual realms could travel back down to the human through the hollow shaft of a feather. Feathers were also wafted through the air to cleanse and purify a space. The sacred landscape wants you to know, to find a sacred simplicity and have clarity in your life, do only what matters. Release everything else. Simplify your life, scan all areas and clear both internal and external clutter. I was actually going to say chatter. We can put that in there, can't we? Scan all areas and clear both internal and external chatter. But it does say clutter. Rest, rejuvenate, and only participate in what is truly important to you. Relinquish everything else. Do not delay, do it now. When your life is cluttered with objects, relationships, time constraints, and emotions, there's no room for spirit. There is too much static and too much stuff to connect to your soul. The smallest amount of clutter clearing can make the biggest difference. The smallest amount. Even if it's that mental chatter. Clutter clearing. You don't want those thoughts in your head. You know your worth. Okay, go claim it. What should we end with? I feel like we need to end with Mother Mary. Okay, here's your collective message. Let's end with the Mother Mary. There's been some different cards coming out of this deck recently, ones that are not kind of read often. So let's pay attention to what message comes out today. Hey darling, how are you doing? Do you want to come for the Mother Mary card? Yeah, I thought you might. Do you want to help me choose? But we can have a chat first. Are you okay? I haven't really seen you today. Well, I saw you having a drink and something to eat and... How you doing? You're good? Okay. Okay, we'll take that card. Our Lady of the Dark Mysteries. I didn't know if he was going to nip my arm then, but he just gave it a little gentle touch with his nose. I go like that. I felt it. It's nice. Sweet little kisses. Card number 6. Our Lady of the Dark Mysteries. You're very alert. He's trying more and more to speak. We're gonna let this card do the speaking. I know you got too excited quickly, didn't you? This happens, doesn't it? Okay, alright. Yeah, do you want to go down? Oh, his nose is so wet. It's like, I know you haven't seen me all day. It's all good. Okay, we've got all the time in the world, sweetie. think he's all right. You're right, darling. Hey, you okay? You might want to go and get a drink. What do you think? Go and get a drink then. Thank you for joining me, though. Come back once you're kind of refreshed and you've kind of cleared through that. He's gone to eat, okay? Oh. I have many names and faces, but behind those names and faces, I am your loving mother always. I come to you in light and darkness, through joy, and even my beloved, through loss and tragedy. I am always your loving mother. I am seeking you, reaching for you, calling you to me. If you can know this, then great peace and spiritual power will be yours, and you can assist me in enlightening this world from fear and distrust into a place of compassion and divine radiance unveiled. Remember me always. I am your loving mother always. It can be easier to sense the presence of the Divine Mother when she appears through her light face in compassion, gentleness and charity. It can be more challenging to accept and honour her presence through her dark face. Her dark face may be manifesting through death or loss, through tragedy. Don't like that word, can't say it. Don't about it. Trauma or crisis, through confusion or even through meeting our own inner demons of great fear, attachment or hate. Her dark face is no less loving than her face of light, no less radiant, though one may have to look through the eye of the heart to see the vivid light that may seem veiled through circumstance. If we are entering the dark face of Mother Mary, sometimes known as the Black Madonna, we are being initiated into the groove. Get into the groove. Okay. We are being initiated into a very powerful and precious spiritual consciousness, and we will be granted the ability to find love, healing and peace, even from the darkest of human experiences. It is the power of unconditional love that is granted by the Black Madonna, as paradoxical as that may seem. It is tremendous spiritual power that is not held back by an ego desire to only experience the pleasurable side of life, denying the value or necessity also of its pain. If you are called to this path at this particular time in your life, it is because it will serve you most. The mother loves her children unconditionally and without exception. She will call you through pain when pleasure would not suffice. She calls through pain, she calls through suffering, when it will break open your heart into greater capacity for bliss and rapture. She acknowledges all that you give, all that you bear in her name of love. My eyes have gone extremely tight. I quite easily just actually fall asleep right now. She acknowledges all that you give, all that you bear in her name of love. All that you give will be returned to you, multiplied as grace and miracles. Do not turn away. The pain that you have been bearing is known by the Holy Mother, and she comes to you in this oracle to tell you that not only are you acknowledged, but there is a transformative healing that is happening through your pain. She is in it with you, whilst also being on the other side of this darkness, with a bright light, calling you to greater divine bliss than you imagined you could ever feel. I like that part. I want to reread that. The pain that you have been bearing is known by the Holy Mother, and she comes to you in this oracle to tell you that not only are you acknowledged, but there is a transformative healing that is happening through your pain. She is in it with you, whilst also being on the other side of this darkness with a bright light, calling you to greater divine bliss than you imagined you could ever feel. We need Our Lady of the Dark Mysteries desperately, and she knows it. That is why she will not let us go and calls us to her in increasing crisis and struggle until we pay attention. For those of us who have hearts strong enough to bear honest experiences of painful but liberating emotions, such as sadness and grief, anger and rage, including divine outrage. That was how I felt when a star is born. Divine outrage, man. Okay. So for those of us who have hearts strong enough to bear honest experiences of painful but liberating emotions, such as sadness and grief, anger and rage, including divine outrage, and allow these feelings to stretch our hearts, her spiritual power comes to us. Her healing balm can pour through us into the world. She will hold the container for you to feel and release emotions, even though they can be so painful that you may feel as though you are going to tear. They are going to tear you into pieces as you feel them. This is the pain of the world that you are helping to release. She has been burned and burns, you see. She suffers just as we do. She is not separate from us. She is us. She is every animal that suffers cruelty, every human that suffers abuse, every tree that is destroyed, every ocean animal that dies through pollution, every heart that breaks when witnessing ignorance and carelessness. You are perhaps never closer to her, or more in her fierce, merciful, raw and miraculous grace than in that moment when you are howling in agony with her. This takes great courage, but Our Lady of the Dark Mysteries bestows that courage in the hearts of all her beloved children. She comes to us when we need to release our suffering. She comes to us to reassure us that we will move through this time of struggle, and she is with us always. She teaches us that our suffering is not to be held up as a badge of honour, or that we are martyrs to her cause. She has too much grace of protection for that to be. She teaches us instead that our ability to be present to our suffering, allowing it to flow through us in waves, is what empowers us to be moved by life and completely open to her. She then shares her great gift through our ability to be fearlessly open to life. We are not only asked to bear suffering, but are blessed with a capacity for divine rapture. We can then taste the ecstatic intensity of life. Our Lady of the Dark Mysteries comes to you with guidance to be honest with your suffering and know that you are not alone in it. And through this, she invites you to open to her ecstatic bliss, to the divine presence in the everyday. This oracle confirms her presence is reaching out to you through any challenges that you are experiencing or have experienced, but need to make peace with instead of holding guilt or shame about these challenges. Now is your time. Pray to her to help you trust in her wisdom and receive her blessings with a courageous heart, and your life will be transformed through her grace. There is nothing that she cannot do for you who are devoted to her. What a beautiful reading today. Guys, if you'd like to book yourself in for some coaching sessions that are going to be starting next week, then please email me. If you'd like to book yourself in for what do you need to know, learn and focus on reading, please get in touch. If you'd like to donate to the channel, also details are in the description box. I'm leaving it there with lots of love. Guys, I will catch up with you soon. Okay, take care. Have a fantastic day. Bye for now.